What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got ourselves an absolute banger. We are rocking out with Blunder Policy Kyogre and Choice Scarf GRENINJA for Regulation I. Now, when it comes to the Blunder Policy item, not many people even use it or really know what it does. Now, Blunder Policy, whenever you miss an attack, actually pops and then gives that Pokemon a +2 boost in speed, making them super fast. Now, when it comes to Kyogre, we all know it learns the move Origin Pulse, and this move is very iffy on the accuracy board. So, if we miss an attack, Blunder Policy is going to get popped, this Pokemon's speed's going to go crazy, and it can probably outspeed the competition. So, super excited for that, considering I'm always missing Origin Pulses, and even on Groudon, I'm missing Precipice Blades, so maybe I gotta rock a Blunder Policy Groudon team. But today, we got Kyogre, cannot wait to use it. GRENINJA, like I already mentioned in that top left hand corner, has a Choice Scarf as item, so it can outspeed most of the competition. It's got Dark Pulse, it's got Mud Shot, Weather Ball, and Sledge Wave, a very versatile moveset for this format. Our second restricted Pokemon is going to be DIALGA. Now, DIALGA I don't use at all, and I'm actually very excited to be using it because I love this Pokemon so much. It's got Telepathy with the Adamant Orb, Dragon Pulse, Protect, Flash Cannon, and Thunder. Our final three Pokemon are straight from the meta: Incineroar, Tornadus, and Fluttermane. Fluttermane's our special attacker. Incineroar is going to be our fake out user / like Will-O-Wisp burn Pokemon. Then Tornadus doing Tornadus things with Tailwind and Rain Dance. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? Rental code is at the top right hand corner, and if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Blunder Policy Kyogre in Regulation I. Now, before we hop into match number 1, I want to give a huge shout out to the team creator, my boy Cisco Mew. Thank you so much for making this team and making it a rental code for everybody to actually use. I will be linking his channel down in the description below, so if you guys want that Poke Paste, head on over to their channel. Another thing is, happy holidays. I know today is Easter. If you celebrate Easter, happy holidays. If not, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. We are here bringing you guys some consistent Pokemon content, but we're going up against a team with no restricted Pokemon, and I don't care. I'm not going to be nice today. I'm going in with my restricted Pokemon. I'm going to be leading this Kyogre. On top of that, Choice Scarf GRENINJA looking mighty fine here. Looking mighty fine. We're going to GRENINJA with the Kyogre, and then we'll have DIALGA. And last but not least, got to go in with that Booster Energy Fluttermane. Got to do it. They don't have any weather control, so I'm thinking we could just, rip Origin Pulse, which I kind of want to do here. I mean, I could rip Water Spout, but I think Origin Pulse is going to be the play next to GRENINJA, and we'll just try to get after it. But the problem here is I already know what's going to happen today. Since I'm using the Blunder Policy and I want to kind of miss like at least one attack so the Blunder Policy can pop, I'm not going to miss any attacks. I'm going to guarantee it. I'm not going to miss any attacks. I just have an odd feeling about that today. I'm just not going to miss any attacks, which would be good. So it's either we land them and we get thriving, or we don't. Or we don't. But just going to pop out here. Meowscarada on the field. Something I do not like here. I definitely don't like that. And honestly, both these Pokemon are going to be not very effective up against Origin Pulse. Nonetheless, I'm still going to use it with a Grass Terror type because I don't feel like dealing with Flower Trick. On top of that, I'm just going to choice into Dark Pulse and just rip this into Gyarados here. A little bit of stab Dark Pulse action. We also have the chance of flinching, which is really good. Especially when GRENINJA goes first. And he's just going to end up withdrawing Gyarados right off the Rippo. Right off the Rippo, going to Electrode. Hisuian Electrode. Okay, so we get this Terror type just so Flower Trick doesn't absolutely annihilate me, right? Get this little Flower or Grass Terror type going. And they got a lot of Pokemon that are actually resist water moves. It's fine. Dark Pulse is going to launch here, and Protean's going to switch us into a pure Dark type and deal really solid damage. Origin Pulse, I told you guys, I'm not missing today. Double connects and takes out the Electrode. I'm not missing today, guys. I'm just letting you know. I'm not missing. There goes the Flower Trick. Great Terror type on our end. We're going to be able to soak that. No problem. No problem whatsoever. And I told you guys, I'm not missing today. Pokegods are like, oh, you want to miss now? Okay, you're not going to miss. Pokegods do whatever you don't want, right? Whatever you don't want. So Gyarados comes back out here for yet another Intimidate. No big deal. We're special attacking. We're just going to do the exact same thing that we did last turn. And watch this. This is how you trick the Pokegods. Ready? Please, Pokegods, land both of these attacks. Don't land one and miss one. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. You just have to get in the Pokegods' heads. Look at this. Don't miss one and land one. Oh my lord, the Pokegods are not on our side today. We cannot miss an Origin Pulse, man. We are ripping into them. Solid plays there. We get rid of the Meowscarada. And Gyarados flinches. Big RNG for us. See, like, RNG's on our side there when we want to miss an attack. But our Charludon's just going to come out here. I'm going to finish off this Gyarados, and I'm just going to hard swap into Dialga here. And then just go into this Dark Pulse to finish off the Gyarados. So I will swap my lovely little Gyarados, or Kyogre, just because Rain could end in a little bit. On top of that, this Pokemon's just not that good up against Archaludon, and I don't want to just sit on the field just boosting its defense so it can body press away. That's really something I don't want. But Dark Pulse flies. Greninja picks up another KO. Lovely. Awesome. Love you, Greninja. Greninja picking up KOs, man. Electro Shot is going to launch here. We'll probably say bye-bye to Greninja. This thing is going to boost its special attack. It looks like we're not, what's it called? We're not using our Blunder policy this match. We're not using our Blunder policy this match. So Greninja actually soaks this. I didn't realize he was still at full HP, which is really good. And now I can just rip a Dark Pulse and a Dragon Pulse and just chip up damage into this bulky little Pokemon. Slowly but surely. He has +1 on special attack. But, I mean, we should be able to chuck up some nice damage. Jeez, Greninja. Oh, my lord. Greninja's hitting hard today. He's hitting hard today. I check out his EVs. I'm pretty sure it's just like fully maxed out in special attack, which is good. But bye-bye to Archaludon. We start off match number 1 with the sweep. Let's go hop into our second match and hopefully miss an Origin Pulse. Match number 2 time. Can we miss an Origin Pulse? Watch, we're just going to miss like every Origin Pulse now, and it's just going to get out of hand. But we're going up against Kyogre and Shadow Rider Calyrex. Not Shadow Rider. Ice Rider Calyrex with Regieleki, Landorus. I was about to say Tornadus because I always do that. But it's Landorus. And then they got Farigiraf and Rock Ogerpon. Okay, so one thing I do notice is that they could pop Trick Room. I mean, we could just go into like Incineroar here for our lead, which is actually pretty solid for us. And I am going to end up doing that. So Incineroar alongside Kyogre seems really nice for us. So both of them are going to be our lead. I am kind of scared of Regieleki, but I do have Grass Terror type, which is nice. We'll bring Dialga, and last but not least, Fluttermane's looking mighty fine here. A little bit of Fluttermane action. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Fluts. You can't go wrong with Fluts. Fluts is goated. Fluttermane is goated. But I like her lead here. I definitely like Incineroar here. I know we're setting the rain, and I know they have Kyogre, but just to be able to fake out at least a turn and kind of get after it that way. But this would be actually one of those matches where I wouldn't mind missing an Origin Pulse and getting that Blunder policy because we really would need the +2 speed, and it could work out really well. Regieleki's going to pop out here onto the field. I am just going to fake out the Regieleki and go for that Origin Pulse. Again, that speed would be very big for us. I could just fake out the Kyogre. Could Terrasilize you. Might just hard swap Incineroar into Dialga. And then just Terrasilize Kyogre. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that and Terrasilize you. And I'm just going to rip this Origin Pulse. Let's send it. So we're not going to be faking out this turn. There's a chance that Regieleki could protect here. And then they could just dump on my... And then they could just dump on my Incineroar. So swapping in Dialga is a pretty smart play. Considering I resist water moves. Really nice for us. And I resist electric. Nice. Then we go in the grass. We resist both as well with Kyogre now. And we'll get after it with our restricteds. He does end up protecting the Regieleki. That's a fine swap for me. It's a fine swap for me. His Kyogre's going to protect and we get off no value this turn. Alright, that's fine. That's fine by me. So next turn, we're just going to do that same thing. We're just going to rip another Origin Pulse. And probably just double down into this Regieleki slot. Like, who could you potentially swap into? Maybe Ice Rider Calyrex. Kyogre's looking a little scary, but I could go into Thunder into this slot if I wanted to. Which wouldn't be bad. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to go Origin Pulse with a Thunder. So he ends up withdrawing Kyogre. Of course. Of course. Once I switch it and go for Thunder in that slot, it's fine. They're going to bring out Calyrex here. And what are they going to go for? Potentially E-Webs? I'm not too sure. And I kind of want to land this Origin Pulse in that slot. No, they're just going to go for E-Web. So they're not looking to go for, like, Trick Room here. They're looking to slow us down and kind of get after it that way. Which is fine. Hopefully we can paralyze this Calyrex. Thunder is going to launch 100 accuracy here. Can I get a para? Can I get a para? Yes! 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 Big time paralyze here. Origin Pulse. It's missing. It's missing. Calyrex dodged it. Alright. Blunder policy on its way. +2, baby. +2. Well, actually, will be +1. But still, Blunder Policy. They weren't expecting the old Blunder Policy to pop out here. So I got Blunder Policy. We should be faster than Calyrex here, which is really good for us. We are just going to Dragon Pulse this slot, and I'm just going to switch to a Water Spout here. Because there is a chance they protect Regieleki, or even swap Regieleki, and we're still at like a high enough HP where Kyogre can hit decently hard with this Water Spout. So I'm all about it. I'm all about it. But yes, Blunder Policy, popping. Pretty good. That we kind of need that considering we were a bit slower here. We were -1, now we're +1 on speed. So we're not going to outspeed the Regieleki, I know that for a fact. But we are going to outspeed pretty much everything else at this point. Regieleki is just way too fast. Even +2, I don't think Kyogre's outspeeding Regieleki. Regieleki is the fastest Pokemon. I think it is the fastest Pokemon in this game. If not, it's top 3, hands down. Hands down. We'll see a Terra-type launch here. Is it going to be Calyrex? It is going to be Calyrex. Most likely Water Calyrex. No, Grass Calyrex. Alright, same premise, right? Just wants to soak up a water move. But, he goes into Grass here. E-Web's still going to fly, which is fine. We still have decent HP with Water Spout. Speed's going to drop here. And I wonder if they're popping Trick Room or not. I feel like they just have to go for it. What's it called? A Glacial Lance to KO my Kyogre. So I do decent damage with that. Can Dragon Pulse be enough? Can Dragon Pulse be enough here? That would be awesome. I'm not sure if it is. You have to add an orb. It is Stab. Come on, Dialga. Paralyze? No. Kyogre's going to go out. Alright, not bad for us. Not terrible. Not terrible. I got Booster Energy Flutter Mane who's ready to roll. Or I could just go into Incineroar here. Incineroar would be okay. It'd be okay. No, I'd rather save the Incineroar. We'll go into Flutter Mane, Booster Energy up. Origin Pulse is looking terrifying. Not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. Ogerpon's going to launch out here. I thought they were just going to go into, what's it called here? I really thought that they were just going to go into, can't even think of its name, Kyogre. Alright, so I get out this Flutter Mane. They could potentially just go for Follow Me. They could protect and just attack Flutter Mane. But I'm going to double down into the Rock Ogerpon slot with Flash Cannon. Then on top of that, just Dazzling Gleam across the board. Yeah, that's my play. That's my play. Follow Me. That's fine because Dazzling Gleam is going to pick up the KO, and then Flash Cannon could pick up the KO here as well. That's huge that they went for Follow Me. I was scared of maybe like a Protect and a Ivy Cudgel, but this works perfectly. So I'm able to take him out with Dazzling Gleam. Flash Cannon should be able to take out the Rock Ogerpon as it stabs super effective. And then it turns this matchup into everybody versus Kyogre, which I don't know how we could play up against this. This could be a little tough for us. This could definitely be a little tough for us. This could be tough, depending on how many turns are left in rain. If it's 1 turn left in rain, I mean, just a double protect to waste out rain turns, probably our best bet, and then get going, right? Is it 1 turn? It is. It is. So now I can just go protect here, and guess what? I can protect again, just so I can waste out the rain turns. And now we're facing up against Kyogre in the rain, or without the rain. Really good. And I love Dialga. I love Dialga. I didn't use it that much in Regulation G, so I was glad I found a team today with Dialga, because I just think it's so cool. I think its design is like insanely cool. Same thing with Palkia, but their origin forms are like slightly better on the stats. So like if people are using Dialga, they just use like origin form. But I mean, I just think like origin form looks kind of whack. So I just like Dialga so much better in its regular form. It's just so much cooler. But from here, we're going to play it safe. We're just going to go for Dragon Pulse if we can land Dragon Pulse. And from here, Moonblast is probably our best bet just because of power. And it has a chance of a special attack drop. But they just cancel match. So we take match number 2. No problem. And we're sitting 2-0. Third and final match is here. Regulation G Team Reversing. I'm still all about it. I'm still all about it, considering they have War Turtle. And this is definitely Eviolite War Turtle, and I am terrified of it. I do not know what it does. It might pop a weakness policy. It's doing something. It's doing something. Gotta watch out for that. But we are sitting 2-0. I do like the GRENINJA here. I do like the Blunder Policy Kyogre here yet again. I am going to end up leading this thing. I think this, alongside with maybe like Incineroar, could be a good lead yet again. And you know what? I am going to end up doing that. So both of them are going to pop out here for us. Dialga, and we will end up going GRENINJA. I like GRENINJA here. Actually, Flutter Mane would be better, but I want to use GRENINJA. Flutter Mane would be better here, 100%. Just because Rillaboom is just like a pretty big threat. I do have Sludge Wave, however. I do have Sludge Wave with Protean. So I could switch my typing to poison. I do have Grass Terra on Kyogre, which we'll probably use here again just because it's so good. But I'm really curious to see who they're potentially going to lead here. They got a few different options. They got a few ways of even stopping my my fake out. They can fake out my Incineroar with their Rillaboom. They have Armor Tail Farigiraf. That's something we're going to have to watch out for. Another thing we're going to have to watch out for, obviously, is going to be that Ice Rider Calyrex. And it's Terra type, so it's probably either water or grass, most likely. So, might have to make a read on that. But we're sitting 2-0. Great video so far. We got the pop the Blunder policy in the last matchup. Greninja teed off in the first matchup. Now we're sitting here at War Turtle. I knew this thing was up to no good. It's doing something. Please don't be Clear Amulet. You're definitely Clear Amulet. 100% you're Clear Amulet. But War Turtle's doing something. He's up to no good. He is up to no good. Oh, and you're not Clear Amulet. We love that. We love that you're not Clear Amulet. Cool. So from here, I'm just going to go for an Origin Pulse. I'm going to try to get that Blunder policy popping. And you know what? I'm just going to go for the burn into Calyrex here. I'm just going to go straight for the burn. While it's -1. I'm going for the burn. Not going for the fake out. Going right for the burn ski. Going right for a burn. Because if I can burn this puppy. If I could burn this horse, we could be sitting in a good position. But he's just going to Terrasilize right off the rip. And I told you guys that's going to be our little issue. Is this thing Terrasilizing. But burning it's going to really dial down the situation. It ends up going into straight water. If I can actually miss one of these Origin Pulses, I would actually really like that. And he's going to fake out me. Oh, you got to fake out on War Turtle. You got to fake out on the Turtle. And Will-O-Wisp is going to connect. So this thing is now sitting -1 on attack. And it is burned. And he's popping Trick Room. Alright. Be my guess. Trick Room flies here. Should I save my Kyogre at this point? Yeah, I'm going to swap into you, and I'm just going to knock off this Eviolite here. Into the War Turtle slot. This War Turtle's up to no good. So I'll save the Kyogre. Don't really want to boosting its speed inside the Trick Room, so we'll bring out DIALGA, who resists a lot of different moves here. It ends up just protecting this slot, so that's actually really good for us. And he's going to go for a Yawn. Oh, come on now. Now I'm forced to swap my DIALGA. This is what this little turtle's up to. Eviolite's gone. This is what this turtle's up to. He's yawning. Alright, let's swap back into Kyogre here. Have this damage slowly chip up into this Calyrex. Swap right back into the Kyogre here. And just go for another knockoff. Just start chipping up damage into this War Turtle. This is what this War Turtle's up to. Fake out and yawns. Fake out and yawns with the Eviolite. Alright. Bring out the Ogre. Bring him back out here. He's gonna flip turn out of here. Actually do a nice chunk of damage. Low-key, that's a good chunk of damage. Luckily, we're going for knockoff into that slot again. And we get to take off another item. So not bad. Incineroar's doing work. We got that burn onto the Calyrex. It's -1. We took off the Eviolite. And it's about to take off another item. Really good news for us. So flip turn, fake out, yawn, and he has one other move up his sleeve. Gonna end up bringing out Rillaboom. And Leech Seed's gonna pop here, so we're gonna swap you too. Oh my lord, this is getting out of hand. Leech Seed's all that good stuff. Knockoff's gonna fly here, do great damage. And it is going to knock off the AV, which is great news. We got a bunch of special attackers on today's squad. Alright, so Salt Vest gone. Everybody gets HP. He's gonna Leech Seed up a little bit here. And then we're just gonna swap the Kyogre. Oh my lord. I could Parting Shot from here. He does have Fake Out ready to roll. I wonder if he fakes out this slot, but it don't matter. I'm swapping this. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna try to Parting Shot into this Rillaboom probably. Calyrex is already down a little bit. It's already down a little bit, especially with the burn. Alright, Kyogre, get on out of here. Cool. Dialga, get on out here. And he's gonna fake out Incineroar, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind it. You might guess. Just leech seeding me. Man, I hate leech seed. Hate leech seed. And I didn't even see what happened. What was Rillaboom going for? I missed an attack, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so you can leech seed me, I guess. I mean, I'll parting shot out of here instead of a hard swap. He's gonna try to leech seed me here. And you know what? I'm just gonna Thunder. Do I go for Dragon Pulse? I'm just gonna start tackling down this left slot, to be honest with you. You know what? No, I'm not. Am I? I'm just gonna Thunder you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It doesn't do that much damage, so I'm just gonna Dragon Pulse this slot. And you know what? We're just gonna take out the Rillaboom. You can have your little leech seed right now. You can leech seed up for a little bit. I'll double down to Rillaboom here. And he withdraws Rillaboom. Okay. That's fine. So I'm actually going for knockoff here. So is this your final Pokemon? No, War Turtle's gonna come back out here. So we're just gonna pretty much KO War Turtle here. Here we go with the leech seeds. Getting out of hand. Getting out of hand. Don't like it. There's that. War Turtle's gonna die out here. I'm gonna parting shot and probably hard swap my Dialga this next turn. I just can't have him sitting on the field with all these leech seeds, right? Rain does stop. This does allow my Incineroar to get after it. No, it doesn't have Flare Blitz. So I was gonna say get after it with Flare Blitz, but we don't have Flare Blitz. What is this? Leech Seed, Leech Seed, Leech Seed on Calyrex? This is doing me dirty, man. This is not like I have a bad feeling about this. I gotta figure out ways around this. He's probably gonna repop a Trick Room here. Okay, be my guess. And he's probably gonna bring out Rillaboom to fake out. Yep, there's Rillaboom. I could stay in here and just keep tackling down this left slot. And you know what? I might just keep doing that. Now, you know what? We'll do that next turn. We'll do that next turn. I'm gonna swap you. And then, oh my god, I swapped Incineroar. I want to swap Dialga and then parting shot out. But looks like we're just going for Dragon Pulse. I mean, this is okay, I guess. So I bring back out the Rain. They're probably going for Trick Room here. He ends up faking out this slot, which is totally fine. Because I'm still able to go for Dragon Pulse. And almost pick up the KO. Really close. Trick Room does fly here. I could Terrasilize and just rip an Origin Pulse to try to finish off Rillaboom. And then just go for the Thunder into that slot. I'm thinking just hard swapping back because he wants to go for. He definitely wants to go for Leech Seed here. Like we already know that. We already know he wants to go for Leech Seed. You know what? We'll do this, and we'll Terrasilize and just go for Origin Pulse. I wonder who their final Pokemon is. What's up withdrawing Rillaboom? Thinking I'm gonna swap. I'm not swapping. I'm not playing into your mind games. They're gonna go into Ferrigis here. So Ferrigis gonna pop out here. We're Terrasilizing just so that was for the Rillaboom purpose. I think they want to go for Leech Seed, and we are Grass type now, so we can't be Leech Seed, which is really good for us. They could go for Glacial Lance, but again, they're -1 on attack and they're Bird, and I can put a -2 whenever I please with Incineroar. The Glacial Lance is gonna fly here. You should soak this Kyogre. I'll be very upset if you don't. Okay, cool. Easy soaks for you. Easy soaks. Origin Pulse double connects, which we wanted to. We didn't want to miss here. That Blunder policy pop, and we do great damage there. So there's that with a Thunder doing great damage across the board. Beautiful damage. Beautiful damage. Lovely damage. At this point, if they're going for Glacial Lance, we might just want to hard swap, but I'm going to protect and then save my Incineroar hard swap for later. So I'm just going to protect Kyogre, let it get back a little bit of HP. I'm going to finish off this for Rigor. The chances are Calyrex just wants to get back as much HP as it possibly can, but that was solid for us. That was solid for us. We still have Greninja. They did pop Trick Room here. But if I could just keep tackling down this left side, and we can deal with Calyrex later, right? That's really my thought process here. So we will go for a Dragon Pulse here to finish off Farigiraf. We will just protect the Kyogre just so it doesn't die out for Glacial Lance. Plus, if I can intimidate Calyrex one more time, Kyogre could definitely soak up another Glacial Lance. A good goal for us to just like burn that thing right off the rip, because if we didn't burn this Pokemon, we lose this 10 times out of 10 times. It was just not look good for us. Not looking good. There goes the Glacial Lance here again. We are able to soak, no problem. And then Dialga's going to lose a little bit of HP here. Should be able to eat up whatever Farigiraf has to offer, right? A Shadow Ball. Yeah, we should soak this. It's not stab. It's not super effective. Cool, we soak that. We get rid of Farigiraf. Dialga. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Picking up big-time KOs. Picking up big-time KOs. At this point, I would probably just want to let my Dialga die out here. Considering it is... Actually, it's going to die with the Leech Seed, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So he's going to end up dying out to that. And I'm just going to bring out Incineroar just so I can minus that attack stat. What do I have to KO this? Dang, Calyrex, man. I have Greninja late game, but like... You really going to do Dark Pulse? Not bad. Dark Pulse not bad. But we got to waste out a couple more Trick Room turns. We are low on HP, or so close to getting our Citrus Berry with our Incineroar. But again, we're going to bring out Incineroar and get that Intimidate off. Get that lovely Intimidate off. So it's actually nice. Intimidate, we are slower, so our Fake Out will pop out here first. So I can just Fake Out this Rillaboom and hopefully just KO it. So I can do that, and then I could just go for, hopefully, an Origin Pulse and just chip up some damage into this Calyrex. Alright, not bad for us. Not bad. I don't think Rillaboom has Protect. Our Fake Out's going to go first, so I can actually, hopefully, KO with Fake Out. Deal enough damage to actually knock this thing out. And we should, right? 1 HP. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Origin Pulse, do your job. Glacial Lance, you should be able to soak this. Again, I did Intimidate him again, and we do soak it. That Intimidate was massive. Was massive. Origin Pulse is going to launch here. It does double connect when we need to. We don't want our Blunder policy here. We want it KOs and damage. We want it KOs and damage, and that works out perfectly. Puts us in an easy position to pretty much win this game. Oh, they have Unnerve. I can't pop my Berry yet. That sucks. Can't pop my Berry yet. Luckily, Incineroar can soak for a couple turns. Get back a little bit of HP. And Kyogre most likely dead this next turn. Trick Room has one more turn left in it. I think so. So I could honestly just like protect out here, but I'd rather Kyogre just die out because we could just bring out GRENINJA after this and win this game. So we're going to do that. We're just going to go for another Origin Pulse, and he's going to rip another Glacial Lance. So Kyogre, bye-bye. Thanks for staying on the field as long as you possibly could. Incineroar honestly just might be able to just end this match. So Calyrex goes back to -1 on attack. It's still burned. Like, this thing is still all messed up. And I'm hoping we can just KO with knockoff. If not, Greninja's just going to come out here. Trick Room's going to end, and Dark Pulse going to win this game. But nope, Incineroar's got my back. Incineroar's got my back. What a fun team today. Blunder Policy Kyogre with Adamant Orb Dialga and Choice Scarf Greninja. Loved it. We go 3-0. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Greninja, Blunder Policy Kyogre, and Dialga in Regulation. I really love this team so much, especially because it was off meta, and it was a lot of fun for me to use. Like, I haven't used Dialga in a while, so that was cool to actually use Blunder Policy on Kyogre. Never used that, so that was kind of fun to kind of wish that Origin Pulses were going to miss. And then Greninja, just great with the Choice Scarf, doing a lot of damage on that special attacking side. Everything about this team I really did like. But guys, that is going to be for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.